SEN Spirit Jay with you right across the south or west. And it's now time to catch up with the team from Reading Homes. We've got Shannon and Trevor in the studio with us. How are you, team?
I'm good, thanks, Jared.
Morning, good to be here.
Great to have you in the studio and talk a little bit more about the Reading and SW1 brands. Of course, growing bigger and bigger and things happening, and land is a big topic of conversation. But before we get into that, I want to ask you, let's dig into that difference between Reading and SW1.
Yeah, sure. So, Reading was my flavour. I worked there longer than what I have with the SW1 brand. Reading is more around your choice, your customisation around the design. Obviously, we're a volume builder, so we like to keep as much standardisation as possible. And then, Shannon, do you want to talk about SW1?
Yeah, SW1 has really been born out of what we saw a need for in the market. It's perfect for first home buyers who are looking to get into a really value-packed home at an affordable price point and quite quickly, because they're sort of mainly standard designs with some standard finishes. We can get them built quite quickly, and we do have build time guarantees in certain areas in the southwest. So yeah, SW1 there is next to JB Hi-Fi, and if you're not sure which brand to start, you can always just walk into either building Reading or SW1, and we can kind of steer you as to where you should be talking to.
Fantastic. It's always good to get a bit of overview, those who might have been only hearing or seeing this for the first time. And land. Well, let's just go half land because there's not much around at the moment.
Has anyone got any land?
Yeah, just looking out there for some land. Can you tell us, Trev, what is the land situation at the moment?
Yeah, look, it's extremely tight, and that's from a pent-up demand. You look at what rate cuts have done to the market. That's brought confidence back into the market, so they don't want to necessarily wait 2 or 3 years for builds. And with what was happening years ago, the stigma around building is now a lot more popular and certainly on the client's shopping list when they're looking for homes. And that's because build time frames have come down, supply rate and trade rates have stabilised, although it's still increasing. There's a lot more that you can achieve within 12 months compared to where we were 2 years ago. So then, it's a lot cheaper to build a home. And I'm talking, hundreds to 200,000 of dollars, where you can achieve exactly what it is that you want. The homes within the established market, because of the demand, you're paying top dollar, and quite often it's not exactly where you want it, or if it is, it comes with a dodgy kitchen. So the cost involved with fixing those homes up, where it's a hell of a lot cheaper to build.
Yeah.
And often by the time you're in your home, you've made money on your house.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, our clients are seeing value and equity before they've even got keys to their property. I'm just doing one myself, which we love to highlight as well. So watch my little space in that marketing ideas as well. But yeah, look, it's that because of the demand for land, it's challenging to acquire it. They've got a new release, for example, in Dalyellup, and all of those blocks, although they actually don't officially release until August, they're all accounted for already.
Yeah, it's insane amount of people looking to build, but the lack of land at the moment, and obviously we hope to see that rectify a little bit as it goes on. And Shannon, there's obviously some ways you're trying to encourage people that maybe have a little bit of land to sort of come to you guys and have a chat.
Absolutely. I think what we've found is that because Reading's been around for a long time in the southwest and we've got a really solid trade base, we do have trades that are willing to go, and we have a process that we trust in. So we can go to areas that maybe other builders won't go to. So we kind of have a bit of a promotion at the moment in that we bet we can build there. So I know clients have come to us and they just think, they might have a block somewhere and they've been told no before. Come in and have a chat to us, because our bet is that we probably will go there. And if we can't build there, we'll still buy you a coffee and you can come in and have a chat to us anyway. But yeah, if you've got a block of land that you're not sure if a project builder would go there, definitely come in and have a chat to us, because we are currently building in places that we know other builders are saying no to.
And that's the win, isn't it? Because a lot of us might find a little block somewhere or have a little block we've been sitting on for a little while that we want to build on, but it's just not been the right time. Now's the time, and you're willing to have a look and see if it's a possibility, not just sorry we don't build there. It's actually having the conversation.
Absolutely. And look, I think when it comes to building, particularly around land selection, a lot of clients don't make the moves or invest in the time and energy that they would if it was an established home. So if you were to buy, say, let's use Bridgetown, for example. You go and have a look at a home on the weekend, and you'd want to, if it's established, put structural engineering inspections through it, make sure that there's no leaks to the home, make sure that the home's not going to fall apart. And so quite often they'll spend $3,000 to $5,000 researching to make sure that that's a safe investment. They don't do that with lands necessarily. And so what we do as part of our process is we educate clients to not just make a split decision to go, yeah, this is where we want to live and we'll just go and buy that block because it's so cheap. It's actually looking at what it's going to take to get that home out of the ground as well. So we look at the elevation, the type of soil composition. So, we quite often, because we've built in all of those different locations, we've got certifications on other blocks that we can use to then help detail what the engineering detail would require, potential sand pads, subsoil drainage, septic tanks, all of the things that people don't consider.
All of the fun stuff
Yeah.
that we don't think of until we go to build.
nitty-gritty.
Comes at a cost as well, yeah.
Yeah.
And once you've realised all of that detail, then you work then backwards on what's left for the design and whether or not it's still feasible as well. So that's part of our process. We really pride ourselves on that information so that the clients don't get stuck making the wrong decisions.
And what about people out there that have got a block they're maybe looking to offload? That's obviously people sitting there, they might be thinking, I don't want to sell it because I don't want to lose any money on this just yet, or, we don't want to go through the process of fees and all that sort of stuff. You've got a bit of something you can help with there as well.
We do. Yeah, Shan's going to launch something this week, aren't you?
Yes, hopefully this week. No, we are. We have found that there is clients out there that are just not in a position to build at the moment. They might be sitting on their block of land and they can see that the market's moving. So it is obviously a great time to sell their land. We actually have licensed agents working for us at Reading Southwest, and we have a massive pool of people that are ready to build. They just can't find the land, so we can take the land off your hands. Essentially, we can sell your block to a client that's ready to go with zero fees. So no com for us. All the sale will literally all go to the seller.
Right.
We're kind of just a matchmaking service, I
We
guess,
are,
for someone
yeah.
that's ready
The
to
Tinder
offload.
of the building world.
Yeah.
Swipe right into our DMs, and what we'll do is, market your block for free, get your top dollar for that, and ensure that the package is going to stick with zero commissions against the sale of your block as well. So, like Shan said, we've got inquiry. We need land, and if you're sitting on a little gold mine, then let's help us take it off your hands.
Come in and have the conversation is the key part, whether it is you've got a block of land, you want to talk a little bit about building a home with either Brand Red Ink or SW1, or you want to just talk about a block that you've got sitting there ready to build on if it's possible to do it. So the easiest way is to come and have a chat now.
Absolutely.
What's the best way to do that, Shen?
Yeah, SW1, we're in between Rebel Sport and JB Hi-Fi in the Homemaker Centre, Bunbury, and Red Ink Homes, we're just behind Bunnings, 5 Warehouse Street. We also have a shop in Busselton on the corner of Kent and Queen Street.
Of course, and you can jump on the socials and get in contact that way as
Absolutely.
well.
Yep.
Jump on the phone. There's so many different ways to get in contact. Go and have the conversation. If you're looking at building or you've got a block or you want to sell a block, there's so many different ways that Red Ink and SW1 can help you out. Shen, Trevor, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks
so
again,
much,
mate.
Jared.